A pair of AL clubs. Tigers baseball as Detroit goes up against the Toronto Blue Jays. And it's on 2K Sports.
Rogers Center in Toronto. It's the home of the Blue Jays and the site of our game. The American League East has Toronto. The American League Central, Detroit. They are here in Toronto. Happy to be with you. Our broadcast of 2K Sports Major League Baseball. And let's glance at Toronto's starter. Steve, what do you think the strategy is going to be against this Detroit powerhouse?
Now this right-hander has quality stuff, and doesn't really matter oftentimes who he's facing. If he executes his pitches and pitches his game, he's got a chance to come out on top.
Here's the offensive lineup for the Tigers. Scouting pick, John, who are we looking at today?
Well, one of the best hitters in all of baseball, Miguel Cabrera, and he's still at such a young age. Great patience at the plate, an RBI machine. Whenever there's guys on base, he will expand the zone a little bit to try to drive those guys in, but he always seems to succeed.
Cobb at the plate now. He'll be receiving the first pitch of the game as we get set for baseball. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. As he drops back and puts it away. So here's how Toronto will stack up defensively. So John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Well, Vernon Wells' defense is very underrated. People don't understand that because of the offensive numbers he puts up, they overlook his defense. But he's just as valuable on that side of the ball as he is on the offensive side. Takes a lot of hits away from players. Still possesses, at his age, a pretty good throwing arm, too.
That bad record on the road for the Tigers comes via something you wouldn't expect. The pitching would actually break down as much as it does for Detroit away from home.
It's so odd. How about the second worst ERA on the road? An ERA over 5. It's just amazing. They just could not pitch on the road. It points to young pitchers just not feeling comfortable on the opposing mound.
Here's the pitch. He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1. Well, the Blue Jays with a loss last night. They were hoping to take the series after splitting games 1 and 2. They ended up grabbing one game only against the Rays in Tampa Bay.
Well, this team has to realize that this race is not over by any stretch of the imagination, as we're not even at the halfway point yet.
And his throw is in time. First out of the inning. We'll take a moment to look at the Blue Jays lineup. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, a center fielder that hits in the middle of the lineup and produces home runs and RBIs, Vernon Wells is the guy you want to keep an eye on here today. He has that power bat. Anytime you make a mistake, especially middle in, he'll take you out of the ballpark, and he'll win games for you with his glove and with his bat.
It's a good time to take a quick look how the Tigers line up defensively. Any picks, John?
Well, the guy that's putting up historic offensive numbers is Miguel Cabrera, but defensively, he's finally found a home at first base where he's comfortable, and it takes a lot off his mind as far as having to play outfield or the other infield positions. Put him at first base and let him hit. Miguel Cabrera is one of the best going.
You know, Tigers and Blue Jays have had a long rivalry going, and a good one again in 2010 as they split the series.
Oh, he's on the move for third. 0-1. And he is out at third. What a throw. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Toronto. And in the batter's box, it's Carter. He's going to start the second for the home team. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Has him out in front as he swings and misses. Strike 1.
Now you can tell his timing way off after seeing him swing at that four-seamer.
The pitch. He watches one miss low and outside. 1-1.
Well, you got to like the way he's changing speed and mixing up his pitches. He just missed, though, with that changeup down and away.
Here's the pitch. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
That fastball just froze him on the inside corner. Now we're going to see where he goes. Look for something soft, possibly away.
The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied.
And here are the standings in the Central Division as we move into May. Brought to you by State Farm. Tigers in first place. In the second spot, the Twins. Third, the Royals. Fourth place, the White Sox. And down at the bottom, the Cleveland Indians.
That was a real struggle.
Flew out last time. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, a fly ball down the left field line. Base hit, maybe 2. Crawford will try to get home. And Crawford scores.
Well, as a manager, you love to see your guys hit doubles. It keeps your team out of double play situation, but it also has the ability to drive in runs, and that's what he did here. He drove home that big run. He's feeling good.
A big moment on the mound right here, Gary. A test of his nerves right now.
And there's a tall task in front of him with runners aboard. Nobody out, and they're already down in this game.
Gary, in this situation, he has to be thinking strikeout. He doesn't want to give them productive outs.
Two outs and a runner on third. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken high. 1-0.
Okay, they have 4 hits so far in this one into the 4th inning, but they haven't been able to put them together and try to mount any rally. And I think right now the pitcher's getting the job done, making the pitch when he needs to.
And he comes back with one in there, and it's 1-1.
Now that he's elevated his eyes, looking for that high fastball, let's see if he goes back down in the zone.
And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
When you can spot your four-seam fastball to the outside corner, the hitter has to have balance at the plate and not pull off the ball.
Yo, a little low. Got it in the dirt, but he held on. Outside for a ball, and it's full, 3-2.
We started the curveball away, and it broke further away just off the plate.
And that'll put a base runner on. That's ball 4.
Now he's trying to expand the strike zone to get the hitter to chase. Good discipline, didn't do it. Now he's on first.
And team setting the pace, lowest batting average against, brought to you by State Farm. The Twins, number 1. Second, the Indians. Tigers, third. Fourth, the Orioles. And we've got the Rangers. They are 5th.
So how nice is it for a manager that you know that even if your starting pitcher struggles, you can go to your bullpen because even those guys have low opponents' batting average against. And it doesn't matter if it's a starter, reliever, closer. You just can't string hits together against this team and put a big inning together.
Here's the pitch. He's at 0-2. He watched that fastball that was in there.
A nice four-seamer right there. That one's clearly on the outside corner. He hit the spot.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2. The pitch. And a ground ball. Cabrera throws on to first in time to retire the side. They pick up no runs on a hit, and they leave 2 on. No production yet from Toronto. Cobb in the batter's box. He's our first batter here in the 5th. Well, I think we're seeing some padding here, although in this game there's no such thing as insurance runs, really.
You got the pitcher on the rope. You have to take advantage of it while he's down.
And the first pitch. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1. A win yesterday for the Tigers. Looking very strong in that 4-game series. They swept 4 against the Yankees. Swung on, hit, Wells to field. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Tigers with some cushion, up 4. End of the order, ready to do some work at the plate. And if you're just tuning in, Rogers Center, that's where we are in ideal weather here in Toronto. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. 1 out with runners at first and second. First pitch, here it comes. First pitch, a big breaker for a called strike.
They need more offense right now, Gary. I mean, only leaving 2 runners on base. We're moving through the middle part of this game, heading into the later part of the game. I mean, they need to give themselves some opportunities to score runs. Patience at the plate. Get somebody on.
The pitch. And that down and in to even the count at 1.
That's not a spot where he wants to throw that pitch. It's danger right there if it's left out over the plate. He's got to bury that into the dirt.
He deals. Curveball just off the black, and it's 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch, and he watches the fastball go by for strike 2.
Well, that's a hitter's pitch right there. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. He didn't swing. Swing the bat. Come on.
That swung on, hit on the ground. The second for 1. And the double play, they got them both. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Tigers still enjoying a lead. Whitaker gets a shot here. He's going to get a start here in the 6th. He singled in his last at bat. On at second is Crawford. Checks him at second. Runner on second and 2 outs. First pitch on the way. First pitch a slider outside 1-0. Ready with a 1-0. Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
He looks at that fastball, called strike, 2-1.
I did not swing at that pitch. I mean, he throws your fastball right down the middle. You got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver.
He's ready now, the 2-1. Low for a ball, and he'll be in the driver's seat, 3-1.
Well, even though you're 3-1 in the count, you still have to be patient at the plate. Make him throw a quality pitch. If he does, be ready for it. And if you're the pitcher, you better not throw anything down the middle and hope he's taking it, because he can take you out of the yard.
Change up, swung on and missed, 3-2. And on a full count. And that one misses. That'll be ball 4.
He needs to be careful here. Don't give them free base runners. Make them earn it.
Well, you know, the pitchers really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
He homered back in the fifth. Spins, checks him at second, and they don't want to forget about him over there, but he's back easily. And he starts Cabrera out. Change-up misses badly, 1-0.
But Gary, these hitters are really now going to have to focus on his changeup. It is his best pitch, and it is one of the best around.
Here it comes. And Cabrera swings and misses at that one. That evens it up.
You talk about how do you approach this changeup, Gary. Well, I tell you what, it's very, very difficult as a hitter. Because if you look changeup, then the fastball is going to beat you. But if you try to speed up for the fastball, then you're way out in front on the changeup.
And that's on the outside corner, 1-2.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
Slider too far inside. That'll back him away a little.
Well, he barely got out of the way of that one. That's definitely, though, going to keep him from crowding the plate.
Cabrera will foul that one away. This is a swing hit in the air. And that one's put away to retire the side. So they score a run, one hit, and leave a man on. Detroit up 5. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Struck out swinging his last time up. 2 outs and a man on first. And the first pitch. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, he's dazzled them out on the mound here in this one. He's shut them down, keeping them off the board. Only 3 runners left on base, and they really haven't even challenged the defense.
Here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball. Could be it. And on that play, it comes to an end. And Steve, we get to witness one of those rare events, a shutout.
He was in absolute command right from the start. Gary, game like this doesn't come about without some solid defensive play, and he had that behind him.
And congratulations on the goose egg.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
So the honors ready to be handled out. Our player of the game, a very deserving candidate.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a more dominant display on the mound than what we saw today. He was mixing his pitches well, changing speeds, but the thing you notice, he didn't throw any pitches over the center of the plate. That's what made it so special. And when he needed it, he could get back and reach back and get that little bit extra when he needed that big out. Made it look easy out there today, Gary.
And we got to see a terrific performance out of their starter, and he was able to ride that one on to victory.
Well, an outstanding effort. He had everything working today, the good stuff and location to shut down the opponent.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball land.